Okay, so didn't really think I would find this out, but I was like really late, like 2 days late, but still, who cares? Apparently, the Pokemon News Central Facebook page has officially announced the covers for Hoopa and the new movie coming out, and apparently it also revealed the release time for when Hoopa is being released. And it's also, a matter of fact, I can just read it to you better than I can tell you. Pokemon News Central page updated June 12th of this month, of course, says this scan reveals that Hoopa will be distributed at its movie from July 18th to September 30th and can be brought to any of the current of 4 main series in Gen 6. Its abilities is, its attacks are Hyperspace, Hole, Psychic, Nasty Plot, and Astonish, and holds the item Focus Sash. Yet the release date for America has yet to be announced. Stay tuned for more updates. Okay, so that is pretty basic, I guess. So lucky people in Japan, you guys get to have your Hoopa beforehand. Okay, let me put it to you like this. The scans show various Hoopa, but references its, basically just gives information about its abilities, its attacks, and what's going to happen with it. Didn't really announce anything else. It didn't even say how otherwise will people who don't go see the movie in Japan get Hoopa. So, other than that, it's pretty sucks for you guys. Oh well. But I'm going to include the scans in the video, so don't worry about that. However, the scans also include Pokemon Super Dungeon, which, as we saw today, were included in the newest trailer on the Japanese Pokemon YouTube account, so feel free to watch that for yourselves. I don't personally want to upload that video because due to copyright, and I don't want them to shut down my channel for an unnecessary idiotic reason, so bear with me. So apparently, in partnership with Hoopa, Super Dungeon includes all 720 Pokemon, which for those, like I said in, I think it was my last Pokemon commentary video I did, it includes all 720 Pokemon, which means if you were smart enough to hack your X and Y, you got Volcanion, and you've probably used it a couple times, which means that Volcanion is either a DLC for Super Dungeon or is included within the full game packaging. Don't know, don't really care. All I know is that there are all 720 Pokemon. But an even bigger thing, that the new Pokemon actually features every starter Pokemon from every generation and includes Pikachu and Riolu. So I guess given the circumstances of the Pokemon series, I guess they wanted to go with not only Pikachu for once, but I think they wanted to go through all the starters so everybody feels like they have a choice in the matter. So given that there are 6 generations and 3 Pokemon, so it's like 18 Pokemon you can choose from, 20 if you count Riolu and Pikachu, because given from the time it was announced, the original, when Lucario's movie first came out, it was widely received. So in this case, a Pokemon that could learn human speak due to the emotions of its trainer became a fan favorite. So I guess that's the reason they wanted to incorporate Riolu. So with that in mind, you not only get to choose from whatever starter you had from any generation, you get to choose as the face of Pokemon, Pikachu, of course, and you get to choose a Pokemon, Riolu. So, that's pretty basic, but back to the full scans of the newest Pokemon. Not only did they reveal Hoopa and Hoopa Unbound, but Hoopa Unbound is actually to be featured as a boss and as an ally within Pokemon Super Dungeon, which you'll see in the coro scan, which I'll reveal later. It also reveals a slightly blurry photo, but it is the theme for Pokemon Super Dungeon if you download the game, or if you get the game in its physical package, you get a free theme if you get it, which I think there's either a code or something like that. Don't know. Point is that there is a lot to go over with the new Pokemon. Now that I've gotten all that out of the way, it's time to get down to some serious business. For those of you who continue to watch the Pokemon anime, a lot of you have probably noticed that Pokemon, the American anime version, is actually a lot further behind than it has ever been with the Japanese. Now, as far as I've watched the American version, because I've been caught up so well, but bottom line is that there's a number of valid reasons why Pokemon is behind and why it's ahead of the American version. I think the American version, due to the fact that they still need to continue to talk with Nintendo about distributing it in English, I think that they need to continue that behavior in order to satisfy its American consumers, so the Pokemon series can continue to grow in both revenue and, well, just pretty much revenue. Bottom line, for those of you who haven't noticed, Pokemon in America is about maybe 12 episodes behind the original. The original, but still, the Japanese version of Pokemon, which is actually already on its midway point in its second season, which means Ash has already caught his Noibat. He's already got his team is halfway all evolved. He's released his Goodra and all that. Pretty much, there's a whole new level of where Pokemon has been lost to America. So, for those of you who don't know, feel free to know who you're talking to, me, the one and only. Feel free to drop a comment or subscribe, and I'll definitely let you guys in on what I think about video games, movies, and whatever pops into this empty head of mine. Stay strong, get your game on, everybody.